everyone. Welcome to Smoke and Vic SportsCast. My name is Victor V, joined by my brother and co-host Smoke Dog.
Roof.
Welcome to a new age of Padres baseball. We've been covering this team for, man, it seems like seasons now. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this platform, we definitely talk a lot of Padres, talk a lot of San Diego sports, and beyond the zip code. So hold on tight for this hour. We're gonna get you some really, really badass stuff tossed your way. Smoke, how you feeling today, man?
Uh, Great. Comic-Con was a blast. We went down there, had a few interviews. Catch our exclusives if you really want to see it. But it was a fun time. A lot of people love them embracing San Diego. What I also love though is these Padres are playing some ball. It's looking good. It's looking like the Padres that we wanted to see since week one, but now we're starting to see them, and that's the type of baseball San Diego has. Back against the wall. This one we show who we are, and I think we're looking good. So Vic, how are you feeling about this week?
I'm feeling great, man. I mean, I didn't think we were actually going to call out those two sweeps. It just happened to work out. But this team is definitely a little bit more consistent, even with the pitching. Even though they're piecing up the pitching, it's still a little bit more consistent than it has been for months now. And I said it before, these guys needed to go on a little winning streak. My number was 6, but right now where they're at, I mean, I'll take that any day, dude. So far, looking pretty good out here in the golden yellow country.
Hey, 5, we're still alive, baby. Jerry came back looking dominant as ever.
Yep, I
They're
saw
saying
that.
they're saying we may get Pavetta, we may get even Musgrove by the end of August. Obviously, it's loose talk. But what's not loose talk is I just broke the news to one of our boys who watch all the time. Shout out Riz. Shout out my boy Toke. Not Mason, Ethan Salas just got called up.
AAA.
The closer, the better, is what I say. Ethan Salas is closer to become a big leaguer. What do you feel about this move up?
Oh, I'm stoked, man. I think it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. He's gonna stay at Padres. He's not gonna get traded, and he's the catcher that we need next season for sure, dude. We got a lot of questions when it comes to that position, but even him debuting in AAA, he already got a nice little single. I think he even got a double. I don't follow the Chihuahuas that much, but heard nothing but great news from Ethan Salas. So congratulations to the boy and keep up the good work.
Hey, never missed a beat. Talking about never missing a beat. Yesterday, our boy, the artist, the superstar, formerly known as El Nino, 5 for 5, first time in his career, and hopefully, and I know it ain't gonna be the last time. Fernando Tatis is on a tear right now.
Dude, he's without a doubt our best player. Does he have the slug this season? Nah, possibly not. He's definitely lacking home runs, but he's our best player in the squad for sure. I mean, yeah, there was times when we didn't know what he would do, especially when Sander got hot, when we had other kind of players contributing. But so far, Tatis is definitely in the run for the best player in the squad.
And I tell you what, Ty France is looking like more and more of a Padre. We never should have got rid of him. They're saying he may be in the trade block, a lot of them, but we'll get to the trade block rumors later. Yeah, dude, Tatis. And what I was telling you guys a few weeks ago, when you have a longevity player like this, you don't necessarily always have to rely on the long ball. He's learning how to get on base. And when you have that skill level as a pretty much a career Padre, what we see Tatis as, it's almost Tony Gwynnish. Tony Gwynn was a horrible defensive player. He changed that, and he got how many Golden Gloves? You guys put in the comments. The Batman, six silver bats. He changed his whole career around based on the criticism and the work he put in. So the fact that Tatis is not hitting as many home runs, guess what? There are still 3 players in the MLB that hasn't hit a home run at home, and Toddy ain't one of them. So let's talk about those if you want to give critiques. But as far as Tatis is playing, dude, hands down, bro. Yeah, let's go San Diego.
Yeah, and you know what? I was watching him play right field and how dominant he is in right field. That's the guy that I've been missing the whole entire season, bro. Because that whole second base experiment, it was awful, dude. So I'm also glad that Cronenworth is back, looking like Cronenworth. You can't hit it through the Cron zone. It's been pretty refreshing seeing everybody starting to gel once again.
Yeah, you got to have fun with it. I guess, I'm trying to look up the stats right now. My notes are kind of not digital yet. I didn't write them down. I write like a doctor. But we actually are the most successful team coming out of the All-Star break. If you think about it,
Yes,
we
sir.
are number one in home runs, and I fucking told you we were. We're number two in RBIs. I think number three in runs scored against. And so that's also, shout out to the pitching, which is our struggle. They're actually holding it down right now.
Oh yeah, definitely improved on the pitching side. Like I said, they're pacing it up somehow. I think finally Stammen is starting to figure something out, but it took way too long, dude. 100 very mediocre games, and now finally getting something good. I mean, I'm I'm enjoying it, but damn, why did it take so long?
You know what? Back against the wall, that type of stuff. So let's get to the rumors before we talk about other sports, because there's a lot of other sports to talk about.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get
Especially
to a lot
this
today.
past weekend, this future, it's coming up. Summer Slams this weekend. Anyway, let's talk about the trade rumors. I don't think Mason Miller is going anywhere.
I I never thought he was, dude. I think we had an episode about this last week. He's not going anywhere,
I
bro.
think
Like it's definitely the most craziest nonsense that anybody could say. Would you get a good haul? Yeah, absolutely, bro. He's like the biggest chip out there in the trade market, but it would be dumb for the Padres to toss away not only this season but the next couple of seasons if you trade Mason Miller.
yeah, I think more at home. What about him? I'm just gonna give
Mhm.
names out and you say yes or no, or just
Yeah,
give a
I think
reason.
more at home, dude. Plus, he's gonna be a free agent by the end of the year. So, if you want to resign him, he's gonna take some money that you technically don't have until new ownership gets here. So, might as well rent him out temporarily, try to get something. And I'm hearing that it's not even just him, but Wandy Peralta. So, what do you think about that?
Uh, Good riddance. I love that Wandy is our coach's crutch, not the Padre fans' crutch. I think more home was our guy, and now we got Jeremiah back a little healthy. If these guys who are coming back are healthy, I said, yeah, let's get rid of them. Let's shake up the bullpen a little bit because we need a little bit of shake and bake, baby.
Yeah. Plus, with the possibility of getting Musgrove back and then getting Pavetta back, I mean, who's moving over to the bullpen? You got to lengthen your bullpen. We just DFA'd dude with a knuckleball, Waldron.
Knuckleball wall, yeah.
Yeah, he just got DFA'd, and you still have Canning. He got super lucky that he was facing the Colorado Rockies, but it could have gone either way, man. His stuff is definitely not there, and we got lucky. We definitely got lucky as a Padre team, as a Padre fan base. It
We
could have
didn't
been
get
real
lucky
bad.
out. I thought we could have lucked out. One of my trade hypothetics, which is obviously not accurate anymore. I thought we were going to get Shea Landelier from the Athletics and give him maybe some pitchers, like get rid of one or two, maybe Wandy or a Morahone to the Athletics. They could have used it. We could totally use a catcher. We are cycling through three catchers, and we still don't even have a number one. Not only on the team aspect, not only on the catching aspect, but on the pitching aspect. That's got to be detrimental. You want to be comfortable with your
Huge.
guy behind the plate. So I think besides pitching, I think we're in the market for a catcher.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I think our next bat is going to be a catcher. We have too many utility players and still not necessarily a rightful DH. Manny was playing DH the last couple of games. Ty France was playing DH the last couple of games, but we still don't really have a DH. We don't have a solid catcher. Everything else has already been taken up.
So I heard some. What was the game? Was it 2 days ago where Stammen got ejected? Yeah, it was 2 days ago, right?
Yes, the first game versus the Rockies.
Yeah. When Stammen got ejected in the first, and obviously, shout out, stick up for your team because that was horrible by the blue. But Bogarts at the end of the game, he got the walk off. He got the Gatorade bath. Was it deserved? Well, he won the game, so
Mm-hmm.
when you win the game on a walk off, it's deserved. But he said something that it was very quick and it kind of stuck with me. He was like, "Well, in those last few innings, we really didn't have a coach, and the team found a way to win the game." And I think to me, that little statement right there was more powerful than it was at the moment.
Dang, I mean that just shows you what kind of clubhouse Stamina is running. So if you want to read in between the lines, because we don't know if that's what he meant. I mean, Ruben Niebla was basically the coach at that moment. So take it. How do you want to take it?
Yeah, but hey, we're on a 5-game winning streak, the biggest streak of the season, and let's hope number 6. Who be playing? Who be playing soon?
So we got a 4-game series versus San Francisco and another 4-game series versus Arizona. Well, see how it goes, man. I mean, you definitely have to beat San Francisco. No splitting the series. And if you do want to split a series, it would have to be against the Diamondbacks. And that's just to keep you on the hunt for that last wild card because they're the ones who possess it right now. And the Padres are 1.5 games back. So it's gonna be a fun one, man. I can't wait for August and see what these guys can do.
Look at those notes. You know about that one?
Yeah, I knew about that
Are you
like
gonna
for a
talk
month
about it?
ago.
Are you gonna talk
Nah,
about it? Or
there's
what?
no reason to bring up
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
that.
But no, okay. So a little more baseball talk besides the San Diego trade rumors. Besides how good we're doing at the moment, uh, what do you feel that changed?
Nothing, nothing changed. I think the only thing that really helped them change was them just not caring, dude. And we said it before, just play to enjoy yourself and have a good time. Obviously, the win versus Miami was huge, sweeping them. Definitely got everybody more excited about it again. And even this series versus the Rockies, it only builds up the momentum, and that's what you want, bro. You want to build the momentum, not necessarily get hot, but just continue to play your game, be a little bit more consistent. And at this point, we know that the weakest part of the squad is the pitching. So if they could continue to mash it up how they've been and just keep them there in the game, the offense is turning it around. I'm not worried about the offense anymore. It's really just about how many runs are you going to get scored against and what can you do to, not only prevent but overcome that.
Well, the thing is, I'm liking that they are switching up the routine. Like when Kyle Hart comes in, now they're starting to learn. All right, you're a 2, maybe 3 inning pitcher. You know. Then they got the other guy who came in, Griffin or what's his name, Canning.
Canning,
Hey, he did great. Canning did his job.
for once.
Jeremiah Estrada, very very impressive. Mason Miller, it goes without showing, he's actually the only closer in MLB this season to not blow a save. So that's actually a big stat that no other closer has this year. Other than that, baseball's fun. We'll get back to Padres, but let's talk about some of the soccer. It's been a fun weekend of soccer too.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'm gonna start across the border. Cholos continuing their nice little hot run. They're tied for first place, which is nuts, dude. I mean, it's only been 2 games into the season, but either way, it's something to talk about. They win their second match against Leon 1-0. And man, dude, just what a goal by the phenom right now that everybody's in love with in Mexico. Gil Mora scores on a penalty kick, and man, that's all it takes, bro. Look, youngin, he's a rock star right now, dude. Everybody loves him. Everybody in the city and the whole country just wants to see what he's about, and he's about it, bro. He's definitely up there, and before you know it, he's gonna end up going to European soccer.
And that's what it takes with a young talent like that. Not only to be under pressure, but able to be you under pressure. So the fact that he can capitalize like that, dude, there's the sky's the limit for this kid.
I think so, man.
You sent me something. I didn't really look it up on my notes. You sent me something on Facebook about a legend who's going to be a player again.
Oh, you know what? We're
Well,
gonna
what's
save that one a little bit
Oh,
towards the end.
come
Yeah, I
on.
have to, dude, because I want to introduce this like rundown segment. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, let's talk about some local soccer. SCFC, killing it.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they did their thing against FC Dallas, 1-0. I'll take that. Kind of puts them back to 500, and but it gives them that blueprint to like really shape it around because. I mean, as we know, this season hasn't been that great for them.
Dude, they've been juggling players.
Huge.
I mean, it's not an easy season when you don't know who you're gonna play with the next game.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, like it just hasn't worked out for them, man. Compared to what they established last season, and the expectations of the fan base kind of build up, just because how well they did last season, it really shows that there is a slump in your sophomore season. So it's nice to see them just win though, for
Hey,
sure.
you know what? And that's what I want. I wouldn't say they went easy on us last season. I'm saying they didn't know us. Now they know us and they can strategize against us. It just gives us an opportunity to get better, and be that team that we were last season. But let's talk about the other team in San Diego Wave. So what about the ladies? I heard they're doing pretty good too.
Boy, I don't know.
No?
I don't know if you watched the last match, but
I didn't know it was at Comic-Con. Sorry.
yeah, they got tore up. 2-0 versus Seattle, I believe.
Ooh.
Uh, it's unfortunate.
One of our rivals too, our friendly rivals. But you know what? They have it's crazy the beautiful season length of soccer. They got that nice break, call it. They still have a longevity, like 2 more months left, right?
Oh, they still got a long while of first soccer, and I mean, knowing these ladies, I really believe that they're going to turn it around this upcoming Sunday when they face off against Minnesota. And so these last two L's, they hurt, they suck, but they'll bounce back for sure.
You know what else is coming Sunday here? No, I got breaking news. They're saying that Tijuana and San Diego, they may face off in the Leagues Cup on soccer.
Yeah, actually, August
Here in
9th,
Snapdragon or in Tijuana?
Snapdragon Stadium.
Holy shit. How do you feel about that? I mean, they're border rivals. It's going to be
I'm
fun.
stoked, dude, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for Cholos all the way this time, bro.
So,
Just because they already did this Leagues Cup last season, first time ever, and they also had like a Baja Trophy or something. You guys will probably see it in one of the slides. But last season, San Diego FC won, and they were on a hot streak, bro. They were in a tear,
so
tearing
we
the
had
whole entire league
Chucky.
up.
Yeah, you're right. We were a different team last year.
But this new Cholos team, I think they could definitely compete and really bring the match to SDFC. I'm excited, bro. I'm expecting nothing but fireworks, and I'm really gonna try to make it to that game for sure.
Oh, it's gonna be loud. You know, our boy, shout out Charlie Love. He's gonna be there for sure. But what I was gonna tell you beforehand is, Sunday's a big day for Oceanside.
Did you not know?
Well, I don't know if they know,
I'm sure they know, bro.
but let's tell them.
Yeah, rip the band-aid, bro. Let them
The
know.
Strike Force at the Front Wave Arena, home field advantage for the playoff game, the first playoff game ever in Oceanside, California. Let's go show support for Strike Force this Sunday. I think it's first 400 in, get a rally towel.
Ooh, you almost had it. It's first 1,500 attendees get a rally towel. Super sweet rally towel. You can't miss it. Match starts at 6 p.m. versus the Sugar Skulls, which luckily enough, they just faced the Sugar Skulls. They won that game at the very last minute. So it's gonna be fireworks, bro. I don't expect the Sugar Skulls to ease up on the Strike Force. So we'll see what happens, man. Pull up, show the support, and swing them rally towels.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but go Strike Force, baby. Hey, let's win another one. Let's win one for O-side. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be fun this Sunday. Also, this whole weekend, SummerSlam. You guys are into wrestling. SummerSlam's this whole weekend. We'll get to that later. But man, the Strike Force, they showed up and showed out because they were almost on the verge of not being able to host a home field advantage playoff game.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Strike Force. They almost weren't
kinda.
able to.
Kind of, but I mean, we kind of knew they were going to, bro. Like they're such a badass team. They're actually first place in their West Division, so it was a matter of time, man. And I mean, the Sugar Skulls, I think they're in fourth place for the division.
Yeah, well, we're gonna give those
it's-
fans some diabetes because we're gonna lick those Sugar Skulls to their going back to Arizona, baby. Let's go. Are they from Arizona?
Don't say that again.
Are they from Arizona?
Yes, they are.
I won't say that again. But let's go Strike Force. And other than that, there's also a lot of things coming to town.
Yeah.
Boxing. You're talking about boxing.
I keep on seeing the SeaWorld stuff, man. All these concerts are just so dope. I think like Too Short and E40 were planning on coming, or they're already been here. I have no idea, dude. Sometimes I get these videos kind of late, but I think the last one that I saw that was here was like Paul Wall or something. So
No, it was Yin Yang Twins this last weekend.
Okay.
To the walls, to
the windows,
to the sweat drop. Anyway, you know what's really cool though? First ever of its kind in Oakland, there is a professional baseball team that's hosting a marijuana themed night.
You know what? I heard about that, dude. I didn't get the full details, but it's supposed to be like family friendly on a green night.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for sure, dude. It's gonna be a marijuana themed night. I guess in the parking lot, the tailgate, they're gonna have like dispensaries.
Huh.
And then there's going to be a 21 and up section where you can participate.
That is cool, dude. I mean, it's a minor league team, but either way, it's kind of cool that now it's open like that, where it's like it's family friendly, even though you got a little bit of cannabis, loose cannabis.
Hey, I mean, the first of many. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's California.
NFL preseason or not preseason, but the training camp starts
preseason training camp
next week.
No, it actually just started this week, bro, on the 28th.
And someone got hurt. Someone got fucked up on the Browns, or who was it?
Dude, I've heard about people getting shot. Like I've heard about people not even showing up to training
I've heard
camp.
about car crashes by a coach.
And I heard people getting paid. Like it's the NFL, dude.
You know what I heard?
All the crazy.
You know what I heard? I heard also someone getting married. Shout out of our team captain for the Lightning Bolts, the Chargers. Justin Herbert actually proposed to Madison Beer, and she said yes.
Good for him. Congratulations.
Hopefully, it's the first ring of many you get, baby.
Yeah, hopefully you get a prenup, my dude, or she gets a prenup. I don't know. I don't know who makes more money, but either way.
I don't know. Who knows? Actually, I've never heard none of her songs. No offense to her.
Same here. I just know that she's a singer somehow. Yeah.
Who knows? But that's also good news, and we're gonna keep you updated with once the spring training and all this, or what's it called? Preseason training camp. Once all that stuff comes to fruition, we see you guys once a week, so we got plenty of stuff to talk about. What do you want to talk about next?
Dude, I want to move over to the world of boxing.
Fuck.
Because this main event match that just happened over the weekend with Anthony Joshua, and if you guys don't remember him, he's the one that broke Jake Paul's jaw. Jake Paul, right? Not Logan Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah.
Logan Paul's the one that wrestles.
Yes.
Okay, so Jake Paul. Yeah, he broke Jake Paul's jaw, dude. So this guy...
I also heard it was a beautiful card all around, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, well, he's the main fight. And the cool thing is, obviously, he won. He won by knockout in the second round, but he struggled in the first round and got knocked down a few times. So it was fun to watch. I mean, 2 rounds of heavyweight boxing kind of brings me back to like Mike Tyson days, but it was definitely entertaining, and it's nice to see him bounce back in the world of boxing because he's been outdone a few times, and he's still pretty young, remotely young, and trying to get another championship belt. So shout out to him.
That's the beauty about boxing. Your technique you almost gotta grow into your technique sometimes. Because you're so good at a young age, then you get caught up, slowed down, but then you realize how good you were, and you kind of maybe slow yourself down. And you win a fight. A heavyweight fight, 2 rounds, that sounds like a great match. I didn't get to see it, but man.
We got to watch the highlights after this.
That sounded fun, dude.
Yeah.
We definitely will. We're not going to watch bullwhip boxing?
Maybe, yeah. We'll do that too.
We'll
see. But see, like the craziest thing, at least for him, is like after he faced Jake Paul, he had the craziest accident. I don't know if it was like South Africa or where he was.
I heard about that. Was him. I heard about that.
Yeah, it was like a car accident. And his
best friend bodyguard
bombing. It was gnarly, bro. So for him to like go from that to go back into the ring, rehab his body, it's salute to him because that shit's something that you can look up to, and motivates you.
I'm feeling it's the era of the comeback. I think it's the right time to say it. Who else is coming back? Come on, it's time. Do it.
I wish I could read your
the legend in soccer you're about to talk about.
Oh, okay. That's a good setup, dude. Okay.
I tried.
All right. So, who's going to come back? Who's a legend?
Who?
LeBron James.
Oh, God. You're doing this, huh?
Hey, we talked about him last week. We didn't know.
We never thought about 76ers, though. We never thought
the Phillies. And did you hear the whole commotion about
him taking a pay cut? No. Go ahead. What did McAfee say?
Oh, no. So there's like this thing about McAfee getting inside information, making a crazy-ass bet on whatever betting platform there is. And since he knew that he was going to go to Philly, he betted for Philly, but then he bet also on other teams. So, regardless, he was able to disguise it. But I know he made money after finding out that LeBron was going to go to Philly, putting money on that, and, cashing out.
No, so are we talking about controversy in sports? We only do it like twice a year. The WNBA is still being rude to Caitlin Clark. It's finally getting noticed, actually by the federal government.
Yeah,
it's like you guys are like really like targeting her. Even the refs, kind of shitty. That's not our he say or she say. But also this Ohtani 30 for 30.
I was gonna go there right now.
Let's go.
Dude.
But we're talking about controversy. Oh, it's funny that he don't know English, when it comes to betting, but he could talk to his teammates with no interpreter. I just think when you bullshit enough, you get called out on your bullshit. I always thought he was a part of it. I know he's MLB's golden boy.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is why, good transition, a lot of owners are saying there's going to be no baseball next season. Maybe he's part of the reason. You know, they invested so much in this guy. He's an international superstar. Once you realize that he is still a human being and a bad gambler, he's going to prison.
He might.
I mean, what else? Are you going to deport him? He should go to prison. But anyway, dude, just because I'm an anti-Dodger fan doesn't mean I'm hearing the voice things, plus what I already believe in. Give me your opinion, Vic. What do you think,
I
boss?
haven't heard the voicemails, but I have seen like a couple of quotes here and there. And yeah, obviously he had an idea of what was going on. Like there's no way that you just, some money just escapes your
17
account
million, $17 million.
like that, and you never noticed your accountant didn't hit you up. Like, come on, my dude. But also, kind of on the money tip, running it back a little bit to soccer. I hear that the IRS is taxing the world champions Spain after winning the World Cup, which because they get a purse of like $15 million.
Wait, the American IRS or their country's like
No,
tax?
dude, the IRS only exists in the U.S.
There's taxes in every country.
Oh well, yeah,
but
the agencies are called different.
Okay,
but
okay.
the IRS, the American IRS, is taxing them because they won that purse in the United States. $50 million, dude. $50 million Spain won, and they're trying to tax on them. And it's crazy because
wait, how much are they taxing though? Because there's no
Well,
representation without tax. I mean, they used
You
a former Super Bowl stadium. I mean, they should be taxed.
no, but check it out, dude. So
I'm not saying get hurt though. Don't
the
mess with
tournament
them.
wasn't only hosted in the U.S. You had Canada involved, you had Mexico involved, and both those countries are not taxing any other of their participants for the tournament.
I think they're taxing the victors, right? Is it just a World Cup final, or is it the whole whoever played in our country?
Well, they're taxing the winners just because they happen to play in New York. Because they could have played in Mexico and they wouldn't have got taxed. They could have played in Canada, they would have got taxed. But I don't want to get into like the whole stuff. But with the president of FIFA and with Trump being allies, there's a reason why it was in New York. But I was not expecting them to get taxed over their winnings, bro. That's unheard of. It's the first time it's ever happened in FIFA history.
And this is why we only talk about corrupt sports twice a season. It's not worth it to go on a whole tier because there's a lot of bad things happening in every sport. So, that's just our opinion about the corruption in sports today. And that is kind of uncalled for. I do agree with that.
Not cool, dude. But I get it. And plus, Trump was like in the middle of the picture, dude. They were trying to get him out the way. He just like stood there like an idiot. Whatever. Fuck. Let's move over this because it's starting to get me pissed off. All right, so
I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on, unless I'm in Thailand. Like this guy.
What if it was R. Kelly?
Well, I mean, if he pays me for it, I would still not want to get pissed on.
Okay.
He don't know shit about sports.
All right, so I think we went through most of the notes thus far, dude.
Okay.
Got a couple more. All right, so like we were saying, Jalen Carter got paid by the Phillies. Then Macklin Celebrini gets paid by the Sharks. You mentioned the captain's name. Justin Herbert got engaged. And Chicharito Hernandez, formerly retired soccer player, is coming back to the game because he's not retired from the Mexican national team. So he wants to
look like judges though.
He wants to come back. So he's coming back to this new league that I just heard of quite recently, the USL. He's joining the Atletico Dallas, a brand new team that's supposed to debut in 2028. So that's all the info I have right now. But he's trying to make it back into the Mexican national team. So I think this is the beginning stages of that.
I mean, why not? And if you still got it, you still got it. Almost like a boxer. The only thing I would say about soccer veterans, you still got to need the stamina because you got the skill. There's Messi's, there's all the other ones, but if you still got the skill, maybe you still got a chance to compete. But I mean, almost like football and baseball, there's always a younger, hungry one coming up trying to take that legendary spot that you had, and it's a young man's professional sport. I mean, I just had an epiphany and I had a realization that I'm rooting on a Padre team that half those kids are younger than me. I'm getting to that level, in life.
Hey, we're unks now, dude. Like, what can we do about it? We can't go back in time.
Jesus.
But you know what we can do? Boost up them gains. Show these guys what's up. Smack them in the back of the head. Be like, nah, that's not how it gets done.
Hey, and again, I'm gonna go back to that quote that Bogart said. We didn't have a coach for half that game, and these players played. I just respect that quote a little more than most people want to acknowledge. But what are we gonna do now? Because I see two cards here. We got an after show, so if you're gonna watch, we're gonna be cracking some wax, baby.
Yeah, honestly, kind of went through the notes as fast as we have been now, dude. We might have to go from an hour to like half an hour or something.
Hey, well,
Something's got
hey,
to change.
we still got SummerSlam. We still talk about wrestling, So Grayson Waller, I really don't talk about NXT too much. He laid an emotional, honest pipe bomb in NXT. He was a WWE, main roster guy. Got called back down, and just I can't quote him. I can only quote one thing that he said, but other than that, you got to watch it. It was a beautiful pipe bomb. Pipe bomb means they go off script and they just speak their emotions. One thing he said is the director was trying to cut his mic off. He's like, "You want to cut my mic off? You tell Shawn Michaels to come over here and turn up the band." And that's cool because Shawn Michaels' finisher is Sweet Chin Music. He's been retired for years. He's a legend. He actually is the one that writes NXT.
Hmm.
So that was just a cool little part of the segment. Other than that, SummerSlam is 2 days this weekend in Minneapolis, Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to see Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns because I'm going to be at that Strikeforce game. But it's going to be a fun weekend of sports. UFC is packed.
He's not gonna
There's
win,
so
bro.
much stuff.
He's not gonna win. But thank you for enlightening me a little bit more in SummerSlam because I was gonna ask, dude, because AAA is coming back to TJ this Friday, and there was rumors of Mr. Iguana being there and Psycho Clown being there. But with SummerSlam, I also got news that they're gonna be out there on Friday in Minnesota, or is it Minneapolis?
Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Minnesota. So I don't know how that's gonna work out with AAA and TJ, but that's the current tendency right now. Like, are they gonna be in TJ? Are they gonna be over there? What's gonna happen with the show?
Well, it blows my mind, and this is also credit where you got to give credit where credit's due. How some of these wrestlers, like I see Rey Mysterio on Friday Night SmackDown, wherever the fuck it is. I think it was in LA this week. And then he was down in Mexico, wherever that was, being the general manager. And now he's going to be at SummerSlam. And I'm sure, guarantee you, damn, I know that Dom has a match at SummerSlam. He still may be at AAA. And that's just how the tenacity and how hard these wrestlers work. And so you really got to give credit where credit's due, man. Yeah, you can say it's fake, but it's not fake. It's staged, and the difference is you still got to perform the stunts. So it's just fun. I love the storyline they're doing right now. I think it's going to be really fun. Solo Dolo Sokoa is now a heel or now a good guy, a baby face. So it's just all fun. If you want to get into wrestling, I'm sure there's another podcast you could watch, but we're just trying to keep you updated with everything going on this weekend.
Yes, sir. And back to this weekend, back across the border, Toros de Tijuana have a home standoff, and continuing to get that push.
Is it a Mexican standoff?
Well, they're in Mexico. But yeah, they're continuing to get that push to get home field advantage for the playoff game, which actually begins next Saturday, August 8th, is when the playoffs begin for Mexico.
And they have home field advantage already, or they're still working
I think
for
they're
it?
still playing for it, bro. So we're still up in the air. We're rooting for the Toros hella hard. Go support them this weekend before it's playoff time because this is it, man. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Same with the Padres. This is what we've been waiting for. Every team is starting to come into their own. I love the Padres' back to the wall attitude right now. That's just kind of what I'm digging. What are you digging about the pre or post All-Star game Padres?
I like everything about it, dude. I like that the offense came around. They're a lot more consistent. They're communicating, and they're hitting home runs, dude. That's the biggest difference right there. They're hitting home runs.
I wish someone who has a dope ass podcast with an amazing co-host called that. If someone really just literally said like, "Oh, I guarantee you, quote me on this, that these Padres would be hitting more home runs."
Like, I'm still not fully convinced with the pitching. It's working right now, and I'm glad it's working. But we just need to see what's gonna happen with Nick Pivetta and Joe Musgrove, dude. If we could get those two guys back, that would be huge for this team. And then there's a possibility to make a decent playoff run. But until then, we'll see, man. They're still fighting for the wild card, and it's not guaranteed that they're going to be able to catch up.
Yeah, they were saying that the feasible Dream Team Padres pitching lineup would have been Dylan Cease, Michael King, Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish, and Nick Pavetta. We're only missing one of those, baby.
See,
We're only missing one of
that's
those.
World Series caliber right
We're
there
only
for
missing
sure.
one of those, and that's Dylan Cease, all-star for sure. He definitely came into his own in the Blue Jays, but obviously we may not get Darvish. But dude, we are only that means we're only 2 out of that World Series caliber lineup. We're only missing a little bit of pieces, boys and girls, and the fact that this offense is turning it around, I'm just I'm keeping the faith. I'm so excited, and I've been a Padre fan for years, and this is it's kind of what we expected. It's kind of what you said, Vic. You know, they're gonna turn it up after the All-Star break.
Yep, and August is when they're gonna get hot, bro. This is leading them up
We're
to like
lukewarm right now, baby.
this is leading them up to really make a nice little winning streak run, dude. And I'm not saying they're gonna have like a crazy 12-game winning streak. That would be great, but getting back sweeps, very hard. I mean, ask the Boston Red Sox.
All I'm gonna say is, Manny, stop fucking stealing bases.
Yeah, please don't ever try to steal third base with 2 outs. That was ridiculous.
No, and even Freddie Furman, like running home like he's running fast, like that ain't fast enough, baby. You gotta run it like you want to win it, bro. It's just I don't know, whatever, dude. I've never been slow in my life, so I just can't relate. But like, know your own speed and don't over push it. That's just what's killing me.
Yeah, no, but it's been fun too. Now starting to do a little bit of scoreboard watching, seeing all these other games like what was it? Arizona versus the Pirates, the Marlins versus the Phillies, like all these other out of town games. Like it's starting to get exciting, dude, because you want some teams to lose and you want some other teams to win, and sometimes you want both the teams to lose, but that can't happen. It's fun, man. This is the time of the season that we live for.
There's only one team I want to win. You know who it is? Those San Diego Padres.
I thought you were gonna say the Chargers. All right. But yeah, man, let me get your insight for these upcoming series, man, because we got the Giants who are definitely gonna put up a fight for sure. We got a 4-game series against the Giants, and we got a 4-game series against Arizona, whose wild card spot we're trying to take. What do you think is gonna happen with these series?
Well, if they look at what I'm looking at, and I'm sure they do because they players are obviously fans and they're statistical masters as well. I think they're both in trouble because these Padres are on a streak that like it's even hard to beat. We make mistakes, the other team makes mistakes. We're just learning how to win off those mistakes now. Are we gonna sweep the Dodgers? I mean, are we gonna sweep the Giants? Lowe's, you don't got to order too many brooms, no, but we're gonna win that series. Are we gonna sweep the Diamondbacks? You're damn right we are. You're damn right we are. Because we are the last and the best wild card spot, and we're going to take that place. We're going to take that position, and we're going to run with it. And you know what? If the Dodgers keep looking at us in the rearview mirror, we're going to catch up sooner than they want. So we may not have to wait to the playoffs to maybe be number one in the West because you're right, Vic. There is 2 months left of baseball. 12 games, that's a half a month. The way we're playing, the way the Dodgers are playing, the way the Diamondbacks are playing, the way the Giants are playing, we're the hungry ones in the West. You can be comfortable in the West. We're the hungry ones, and we're trying to eat, baby. So I think the Giants and the Diamondbacks, they're in trouble because that brown and gold is coming to town, and we're gonna put it down.
Well said, dude. I like that. I like that. 100% agree with the Giants. I could see them winning the 3 out of 4 and taking that series, and maybe who knows, even extending the winning streak to 7 games. But for me, definitely the Diamondbacks. That's going to be the main test. Personally, I just say split the series. Keep on racking wins and continuing to be a little bit above 500. But damn, if you could win the series against the Diamondbacks, now we're cooking. Now we got something, and before you know it, maybe you just half a game back from the last wild card spot.
Well, I love it. I mean, you can even see in the interviews because they're asked. It sucks. They're asked the same questions every damn game all year long. But the back to the wall Padres right now, they're just. It's crazy how confident they look. Like we ain't trading nobody. Get the fuck out of here. we're not sellers at the trade deadline. Nah, bro. We're the San Diego Padres and we're gonna play Padre baseball. And this is what people are witnessing Padre baseball. Not new to me as a diehard fan. Not new to half these guys as a diehard fan. It may be new to you guys, but you just gotta either get in line or get behind, baby. because we're about to be in the wild card.
Yeah, so I'm just curious to know how many bandwagons fans jumped off, and now that to see the team finally starting to do a little
Jump
bit good,
back on.
jumping back in. Because there's a lot, dude. I'm sure there's plenty of guys who said sell, 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 sell just a couple days ago, and now they're like, oh no, hold on, don't sell Miller. Maybe get a bat, maybe get a pitcher, and then before you know it, they're probably going to be the first ones in line to get the playoff hat. So just keep the faith, man. Don't get it twisted. Nothing is concrete and real until we hit September. So anything before that is theoretical.
Hey, bottom line, that's fine. But I also saw, let's get back to Petco Park, another sold out game. Actually, last 2 days, right?
They're the most consistent sellout team in the whole entire league, bro. Which is
It's a
about
good
damn
excuse to
time.
come to San Diego.
About damn time, because like it's always like, oh, Chavez Ravine has the most fans, and this other place, PNC Park, or
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about those stadiums? Their capacity is way bigger than ours.
exactly.
So that could put a kink in your plans. But at the same time, man, if you're a World Series defending champion, why aren't your fans showing up? We've been third place, fourth place in the playoffs the last few years, selling out, baby. Your fans come to our stadium.
3 years in a row.
Let's go. But enough about that, dude. The fans of Padres, I love them, and I think the faithful feel it, and I also think that the team feels it.
Oh yeah, man, it's something special right now, and I'm ready for the weekend, bro. I'm gonna try to go to the game on Friday, and then I'm gonna go to the Strike Force game on Sunday, and I'm just gonna enjoy the hell out of my weekend, and continuing to really really soak in and getting involved in this whole sports thing that me and Smoker are doing, And shout out to everybody out there tuning into Smoke and Vic Sportscast for sure.
Yeah. So before we leave you with Meryl's famous words, you know what James Logan Howlett says, right? We're back, baby.
I don't even know who James is, man.
Logan Wolverine, bro.
Oh,
I told you this weekend.
yeah. Well, you should have just said Logan. Yeah, sorry. Shout out to Wolverine.
Anyway, Jackson,
Do your thing, bro.
Let's fucking go, San Diego!
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Smoke and Vic Sportscast. We appreciate the time, whether it was an hour, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, however long you were here. Much appreciated. But until next week, LFGSD, baby.
Ooh.